So here's the bag E, and let's open and see what's inside. Here we will have our drive shafts and screws and bearings and hexes and everything. Yeah, we have everything here. And then you need to find this separate bag from the box also, which includes the C hubs and also the front knuckles. And these will be caster 1 KPI 1 option, and this is the basically the base setup for everyone. This is the easiest setup to drive, in my opinion. And yeah, that's basically it. As you can see, we'll have some kingpin inclination, which is KPI, so it will turn the wheel a bit differently than, for example, KPI 0.5, which option we also have. And that's what I myself prefer a bit more, because that will have a bit more steering into the corner and has better response to my inputs with the steering wheel. So yeah, let's get this started. Take everything out of the boxes. No, the bags. These are not boxes. Yeah, almost the same thing. Yeah. This is probably the most technical part in this build, I would say, or at least what we have built already. So this will be the hardest one yet. So hopefully you will pay close attention to this, or probably better than not. Maybe check the manual, because also I can make mistakes, but so the manual also. So I don't know, maybe you should just trust yourself and build the car. I don't know, hard to say. But yeah, maybe you can just watch this and see what did I do wrong, and you can correct it. But yeah, first I will start assembling the drive shafts, and here we can first to do this part what you can easily forget, like always. Those are the first things that you need to do, because if you forget something, you need to do it the same time you remember it, so otherwise you will forget. So we will have to have this spacer in here, because we can, with these knuckles, we can run the universals and the CVDs, which comes with the kit. And with the CVDs you need to have this in the knuckle. So let's put this in first. Sometimes these are a bit hard to put in, but yeah, now they went quite smoothly. And here, this bigger bearing is going to be the inner one, so it will go like that into the knuckle. And here we put this in like so, and make sure that it's pressed all the way down, otherwise it will bind. And now we take one of the drive shafts and we put this barrel inside the drive shaft, and then take this end part of the drive shaft, and then we need to search for the pin, and we will also have the pin for the hexes. So these pins which go here, they are the smaller ones. Now we can pop the drive shaft in like so. And for this we'll have the spacer in between the bearings, which is looking a bit different, and we will put the wider side down, so it will be there sitting nicely. And here we put the other bearing in, and then the hex, put that in, and then the hex pin. And for this we will have the grub screw, and this is also flat end grub screw, so it will grab the pin much better. So that's again super good thing to have. And then we will add some thread lock in here, and we can screw this thing in. For this, tightening this screw for the hex, you can use your wheel wrench, and you can put it on top of this, and then there is a hole in the end, so you can go through there and then tighten this and hold the hex in place. Or you can just put your wheel on and then tighten it. But now I don't have any wheels or the wrench with me, so now I cannot tighten it. And now you can see it's spinning freely, and it doesn't have any slop, so you can see it's super tight. A bit, you need to have a bit of slop. You can feel it in your fingers, but you don't see it, so then you will know that it's properly installed. And yeah, if you are running like if everything is super worn down or something and you feel quite much lop, you can always use these shims what includes in the pack, and also these shims. So these you can put here on top of the end of the drive shaft, and these you can put inside or outside of this bearing, so you can get it fixed easily. But this we don't need to use now when we build it fresh. Now we can take the C-hub, and we put this drive shaft through the C-hub, and then we will grab one of these kingpins, and these are not screws, these are a bit different than the other C-hub cars. And this is actually super good, so they won't get lost when you're driving or untightened. So basically your knuckle won't fall off, what can happen quite easily with just having the screws in. And yeah, this will put through there, and we will put one of these knuckle height shims under here, so we can fit the knuckle in the middle position. I would say that's the best starting point. And yeah, then we will have to take one grub screw here, and we take some Loctite. Again, with these screws, with these grub screws, you need to always use Loctite, otherwise these can be more sloppy and can fall off, but not so easily when you tighten it correctly like this. You need to have your knuckles white when you are doing this, so you will know that it's the right way to tighten it. And now we put this other shim underneath, like so. And now we will put the lower kingpin. As you can see, there is a hole in the kingpin, and that's for the hinge pin, so it can run through the kingpin. So this one will fit right in like so. And actually this one you cannot tighten yet. It will be free because we need to fit this hinge pin through it. You can see so you can put this through here and leave it like this, so nothing will fall off. And yeah, as you can see, there will be different one of these kingpins, and as you can see, some of them are longer and some of them are shorter. So basically, when you have the knuckle down, you need to have the longer kingpin in the on the knuckle, and then you need the shorter kingpin below. And when using the knuckle in middle, you can use longer on top and shorter on bottom. So basically you will only need these longer bottom ones when you are driving the hub high. So yeah, that's a good thing to know, so you don't mess this up when you are building it. So now I will build the other one and we can continue. And now both of the C-hubs and the knuckles are done. Yeah, now we can put these steering plates on, and also here you should use some Loctite, otherwise it can fall off quite easily because they're screwed into metal. So you won't have any problem as losing some screws on the track or something like that. So that will be nice. Like so. Now we can clean it off a bit. All of the nice. That was amazing. This is what I really want to do. Yeah. So now we clean off the thread lock what came out from the screws. So that's done. Now we can put this into the front end. So let's see. Here we have the front end, and we take out this screw what I put in just for the storage. Now we need to be careful with this kingpin that it doesn't fall off. And now we have this. We can put this hinge pin in from the back side. You need to have it from this side, because otherwise if you have the nut this side, the wheel will hit that nut and limit your steering and also binding the car. So that's not what we don't want. So we put this like this. And also for this screw we need to use some Loctite like always. And what I will say here, you can just take this like a bit, not much, but a bit backwards, so it will have a bit more room to move, because this hinge pin will be moving with the knuckle as we are tightening it. So now you can see the hinge pin is moving, also with the C-hub, so it needs to be free, and otherwise if you go all the way through and tighten it, it will bind here and create some bind, and it will be not as smooth as you would like. And also when putting this nut from the other side, don't over tighten it. Check that there will be small gap between the arm and the nut, so it won't create any bind, like that. Or maybe we can tighten it a bit more, so something like that. That's perfect, I would say. Then we will have this small screw, set screw underneath, and also for this we will use some Loctite, and it will go through this kingpin, and it will delete all the slop what there would be otherwise. So this is nice feature also. So now there won't be any slop with the knuckle and the hub. So it will be completely free, but it doesn't have any slop. And that's always what we want. We always want the car be free as possible. You need to think about a situation that you are in a jail and you want to be free. So this car has also the same thing. The car is in the jail, but he wants to be free. And that's when the car will be the best, when it's free. So don't put your car into jail, basically. Leave it free. It will save the car, and it will save you from mental health issues, probably, because otherwise you will get angry at the track because the car is not working. But usually it's just the basic stuff you need to have perfect. And now again we take this tool out here and tighten this, and also here I used Loctite to get it tight like so. And also here you can use longer screw and have nut in the end, so it will be more secure, I would say. Okay, and then I will do the other side, and it will be ready. Yeah, now the front end is almost ready. Just misses the steering links and the steering rods, and then it will be fine and done. But that will be in the next bag. And here, so you can see, we went with the furthest hole, and that will make the car easier to drive. And in my opinion, it's better to start with easier car than too hard and too nervous car. So that will get you the smoothness out of the front end, and it will be, I would say, easier to drive. It doesn't like attack to the corners. It will be all smooth and everything. So that will be the best starting point, I will say. And yeah, we just put these nuts on, and the front end is basically ready. And one thing I forgot to mention when doing the drive shaft, you should add some lubricate to this CVD part of the axle. So basically just drop some bearing oil. I like to use this bearing oil inside. In my opinion, it's a bit better, and it doesn't collect so much dust as some grease would. So this keeps the drive shaft moisturized, but not collect so much dust. So basically that's this like some kind of bearing oil would work, and also grease works. If you like it, you can use it, but I prefer the bearing oil. Also, some people use like graphite grease, and in my opinion you should avoid that, because that will, in my opinion, that will wear down the drive shaft faster, because it will have the graphite in the grease, so that will wear down the drive shaft. So probably something like smoother grease would work much better than the graphite one. Okay.